I often get asked which course platform is the best to use. I'm going to talk about two big players in the industry today, which is Thinkific and Kajabi. Stay tuned for more information on how to use both of these along with a demonstration of them. My name is Erica Cardalejo. My team and I design immersive and interactive online courses for small businesses like yours. So let's dive in with Kajabi. Kajabi is known as an all-in-one system. So it's great for individuals who maybe are looking for a place to host a website, want to be able to do email marketing, have funnels, and have an online course all within one platform. You have one login, everything is there. There's no need to integrate all kinds of software in together to make the platform run. The back end is pretty straightforward and streamlined, and Kajabi's really worked hard to make it easy to use. I do have a partner link that you can use. It's down below. I do get a small commission if you do use it. It helps me buy cups of coffee well, I don't really drink coffee, tea for myself, and feed my daughter's Starbucks addiction. So you can see links for both of these platforms down below. If you want to check them out, they both have free trials as well. So as we dive in, you can see the back end is very clean. I'm not going to go into all of the settings today, but I'm just going to give you a high level overview. And we're really going to dive into the course section part. So you can see that how it looks and operates different than something like Thinkific. And I'm going to show you some of the benefits, some of the pros and cons with each of these systems. So right now here, you can see alongside the left-hand side, they have sort of their main, go-to bookmarks that you can find everything to be able to use on the back end of their system. Inside of products, over the last few years, they've been working really hard at this and adding in some new features like coaching and podcasts. But you will see that they also have courses so that you can come in and put and create your course. They have, if you're doing coaching, it helps you be able to manage and keep track of your clients. You can build communities in Kajabi. That's a whole nother video that we need to do and talk about that. And then you can also do podcasting within the platform as well. So that's really great that they allow a lot of different options. I'm going to breeze through these and then we'll come back up to the course platform section. So you can see here where you could come in and you could see kind of what your sales have done, what you've done over the lifetime of you having the product, what you've done over the last month or two. You can have offers, coupons. It hooks with PayPal, it hooks with Stripe, so you can take credit cards from people really all around the world. And then you can also set up an affiliate program. So get other people to help you sell your courses and programs and pay them a commission to do it. If you're not having to go out and search for people, it's a great way to be able to draw others in. And then when we look at, they have places for you to be able to put a website, to be able to design your website, your pages, and even funnels within that, and a blog. I don't want to forget that because it's very important. And then next of all is sort of their marketing. So you can see here, we've created a lot of test campaigns over the time, but you can set up whole email campaigns where I'll go in here. You can see they have a one-time broadcast. So this might be like a newsletter that you send each week, or they have a whole email sequence that you can set up. So when people buy your course or platform, what's their onboarding experience? Are you sending them a couple emails throughout telling them how to make the most out of the program, or welcoming them into your community for those of you who are not selling a course yet, but just have like general things that you want to share with people? So it's really great. You can do it all in that. And then, like I said, they have a whole funnel system. What's really great about Kajabi is they have a lot of templates on the course side, which I'm going to show you, and the website pages side, and as well as the funnel side. So you can say, oh, I'm going to have a product launch. Let me get started here. You can name it. We'll put test, select an offer. Let's say it's this free test offer. Okay. And then you can see here, they say they recommend an opt-in page. It's going to have an email. There's 10 emails that go out. And then there's some other pages of you showcasing your value in an offer checkout. So if you're like new in the industry and not sure how to do all of this stuff, it's great because Kajabi's like, here's some best practices and things that we recommend. So let's jump right now into the course section of this, because that's really the gold of Kajabi. So as we come into here, we're going to click get started. We're going to say that we're going to create a course and we're going to hit get started. So we'll leave this as our test course. I'm not going to throw a description on it right now because I want to be able to jump in, and what kind of course. So you can come in, and I'm just going to pick online course because it's easy to start with. The blank course is also very easy, but it walks you through each part, uploading an image so that when people check out, they see what you want them to see. Is it a paid or free course? We're going to say it's a free course today. And then you're going to come in here. They always have some funny little messages on here. So it's going to take us into our product, and you can see that they've outlined kind of how your course might look with the headers and then the little lessons that go in between, or what we call the modules and the lessons. What's really great is when you come in here, you can click on it. You can add text, video, you can have assessments, you can drop in, your text box here. You can add in downloads, you can add in some automations. I think this is where Kajabi comes in head and heels above Thinkific, is because you can do things. When this lesson is completed, what do you want to happen? Do you want to give them another offer? Do you want to tag them into your system so that and you can send them a personalized email like, congrats, you just finished that lesson. It's really hard. You did it. So the Thinkific doesn't have as many of these options for automations, but Kajabi's really gone above and beyond in doing that. And then you can preview anything that you want in here. So this is kind of their standard layout for a course. Their course, you can come down here, you can have comments turned off, you can adjust your sidebar. And then once you have more lessons in here, they will all appear in the black box here on the right-hand side of the screen. It's not my favorite layout. I'm actually going to show you a couple different other layouts. We're going to come back in here. I'm going to go back to my test course, and I'm going to hit customize. And then you can pick in different themes. So you'll see here that there's a lot of different themes that you can use. This is one of their newer ones, but it's really fun. So you can see the different categories. This is one from one of their newer ones. You can see it's kind of fun. Their different parts are like cards, as opposed to, and you can see the menu bars off to the left-hand side. So as opposed to other traditional course platforms. So let's go back and pick another one. This is actually one of my most favorite ones. Along the left-hand side, it's all blue here, but this is where all of your lessons would be listed. And then in the center is kind of them getting started. So as they're able to click on, and they can come through and see the different things you have labeled and announcements and stuff. So Kajabi's tried to make a lot of different variations in how you can showcase your content. And the great news is that with Kajabi is that it's pretty plug and play. There's not a lot of tech that you have to do to get going. You can just drop in your stuff and it sort of works, I'll say, for the most part. Some of the drawbacks of Kajabi is that you can't really do a lot of highly interactive content. Your content is mostly video-based or text-based, that there's not a lot of other robust features that I'm going to show you that are in Thinkific for the engagement. So if you're looking for an all-in-one system, Kajabi is really one of the standout places to go. If you're looking for not really doing anything too fancy, but just kind of recording some videos and putting handouts, Kajabi is a great place for that, and something to easy low maintenance. Some of the drawbacks of it is the price range. But again, if you're getting all of that stuff all in one, it really is actually inexpensive. But if you're just using it to house your course, it might be more if you're paying for other programs like, Active Campaign or MailChimp, and then having to integrate a bunch of other stuff like your website and things. Kajabi can get a little bit more costly. However, in general, it's a really great standout platform. Let's flip over now to Thinkific. Okay, so now let's explore Thinkific and some of the features and the pros and cons of this platform. As you can see here, their dashboard is here on the left of sort of what you can do inside of Thinkific. So they have manage your learning products, which is basically manage your courses. They have design your site, so you can design your sales pages that go along with your site, and then some other marketing, selling, and analytics. I didn't talk about analytics. We'll do that in another video, but both platforms do not have super robust analytics. I would say that it's one thing that's lacking in both of them. They will tell you that how far a student's got, if they've watched certain videos that you've uploaded, they'll give you that information. But in general, they won't really tell you more than that. And students can really kind of click through and be able to sort of jump ahead, and you won't really know that they did that. Again, there's a whole talk about analytics that we'll do on another time. I'm going to come in here to look at the manage the learning products. So you can see here that they have memberships, they have communities, courses, and what they call bundles is basically if you're going to put a couple courses together. And then they have a video library, which is not an external thing. It's more internal for you to manage different videos you have, especially if they're showing up in different platforms or in different courses. So let's pop in here into the course section. All right. And you can see in here the course loaded, but you can see again that it's pretty user, I'm going to say friendly or intuitive to be able to find things. So on the top right hand side, they have add a new course, and then you can add whatever type of course that you want, or a resource library. You can do webinar replays. For the purpose of this, I'm going to go ahead and pick a mini course similar to what we did in Kajabi, just so you can see it here. So test course. I'm going to click create, and then it will take you right in there. So I would say their platform is a little bit more antiquated compared to Thinkific, but in some ways, Thinkific will do way more than Kajabi. So I will show you that here in just a moment. You can come in here and you can add in lessons. You can come in and modify a lesson. So this is one that they have put in here. Both platforms show you sort of like what are some best practices, what you can put in here. So this one has a lot of text, but you can also drop in videos. You can drop in images. I will say there's a little bit more control in the layout here of what your lesson looks like inside of the course. Overall aesthetics, I will say Kajabi has more of like the outside branding of what your whole course looks like. But once you're inside of a lesson, there's a lot more options, I think, with inside of Thinkific. Okay, so we're going to come in here and we're going to preview the lesson as though we're going to preview all of it just so you can see what it looks like. So as you can see here, this is what the inside of the lesson looks like. On the left-hand side here, we have the navigation bar for the course. And I will say it's not as pretty as Kajabi in the overall package. Remember I said that Kajabi has a lot of those features about aesthetics. They've really worked at it. But how you can lay out your content inside of the course, I think Thinkific allows you to do a lot more stuff. This lesson happens to be a lot of writing, as it's just a template for people to be able to use. Okay, so if we come back in here, you can see that pretty much that is it. I'm going to add, give me just a second. I'm going to add a lesson in here, and you can see some of the different types of things that you can have. It doesn't mean you can only have a video. You can have video with text in it. You can just have a download. You can have multimedia files. You can do audio files, presentations. So they do have a lot of different options, but one of the most amazing things, actually, there's a couple amazing things I want to point out about Thinkific. When you're coming in here, they have wonderful apps that they integrate with and collaborate with so that you can really take your content to the next level. And this is something that's not available inside of Kajabi. So if you use any of these other places, if you want to make some interactive videos, or you want to add in some, a conversational type chatbot, you can do that through here. And there's a whole slew, I'm going to show you, of different learning apps that you can use inside of your course. So I'll show you some premium ones. Some of these are paid, some of these are not, but to be able to help you make your system better. Kajabi is an all-in-one system. Thinkific is really good if you're just looking for a place to host your course. So maybe you have your website somewhere else, you have email marketing somewhere else, but you really just need a place to be able to host your program. Thinkific is really good for that. And you can see it integrates with things like Keep and some other places, Salesforce. So for those of you who do want to integrate, there's ability to do that. You do have to be on certain plans for that to be able to happen in an easier way. So it doesn't happen at some of the lower tier plans, but the price point is starting off is considerably less than Kajabi. The other thing is I just want to give a shout out to the amazing Rob Galvin. He builds the most incredible things to help you make your site more robust and to look a little bit more pretty. I'm going to say a lot more pretty compared to just using Thinkific out of the box. So highly suggest that you check out his stuff. And I'm going to come back in here and show you a couple more things. So there's settings that you can do that you can set up inside your course. And again, we have referral links for this. You can get a free trial. We'll drop them below. We do get like a little cup of coffee or tea in my case, if use our link, but it's always appreciated. So you can come in here and set your pricing. You can set, much like Kajabi, if you want your content to drip feed. So this would be like if you want it to release once a week for the next 12 weeks, it can do that. And then when we come into, so you design your site, I'll pop in here so you can see that you can design your site pages. I know some people who use Thinkific sort of as their main website. They don't have a very robust, maybe it's like one landing page or just a little bit about them. They're not building huge, robust landing pages here, but you can build, if you just need like a very simple site, I've seen it built in here in that system. So I hope this has been beneficial. Feel free to subscribe if you're interested in this. I'm going to wrap things up by saying that, again, don't just go with the one platform because everyone says, oh, this is the best one to use. You really have to think about it. If you're looking to integrate with other things, to do some more creative stuff inside of your lessons and some more interactive content, Thinkific is your place to go. If you're like, hey, I just want to do videos and handouts, I just want to make it easy and like aesthetically you just want to like do something crazy, because Kajabi will also allow a lot of custom coding, and you can jump over there and do that. So they're both amazing platforms, but it really depends on the need that you have and how you're going to design and build your course. So for more information, drop some comments below. Happy to address anything. Check out both of them. Use the links that we have to just take them for a test drive and see how they feel for you. If you have any other questions or comments, let us know, and I look forward to chatting with you again soon.